When it comes to inflation, is the U.S. becoming like Turkey? Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. To compare the U.S.'s monetary situation with that of Turkey would seem preposterous. In Turkey, the official inflation rate is 20%, more than 3 times the U.S.'s. The unofficial one in Turkey is worse and worsening. The Turkish lira has been in a free fall, while the dollar in recent months has more than held its own against foreign currencies. But while the two countries are drastically different in economic size and the desirability of their respective currencies, the behavior of their central banks have had disturbing similarities. The bottom line, neither the Central Bank of Turkey nor the Federal Reserve have shown much ability in fighting inflation. Turkey's central bank has been printing one heck of a lot of lira. Turkey's basic money supply has increased more than 50% in the past year. The Federal Reserve has been on a bond buying binge, paying for these bonds with money created out of thin air. Normally, when the currency of a country like Turkey starts to lose value, its central bank would raise the cost of money. Higher interest rates theoretically entice investors to purchase the country's bonds in order to get those higher yields. To do so, investors must buy the currency in question to make those purchases, thereby supposedly pushing up that currency's value. Instead, under the order of the country's ruthless strongman, Recep Erdogan, Turkey has been both printing excess money and lowering interest rates in the face of surging inflation. Now look at the Fed. Despite rising prices, it has kept interest rates historically low. It has been printing plenty of money at a time when the economy is awash in cash. Banks are loaded with reserves. We haven't had a Turkish-like result because the Fed is employing a dicey gimmick that so far has kept its newly minted dollars from flooding the economy. Essentially, it pumps new money into banks and then borrows it back via an instrument called the Reverse Repurchase Agreement, dubbed reverse repos. Last February, the Fed had 0 reverse repos. Now it has over $1.5 trillion of them. A serious crisis could disastrously disrupt this game. Powell seems to be waking up to the threat, hinting that the Fed's bond buying may end sooner than had been previously announced. Interest rates may go up next year. Unfortunately, neither Powell nor Turkey seem to know that stopping inflation is easy. Stop printing too much money. For Turkey, that means firmly fixing its lira to, say, the euro. For the U.S., that means promptly ending the bond buying binge and reducing its bloated holdings of securities. Ultimately, the dollar should be anchored to gold as it was successfully for 180 years. Alas, that won't happen anytime soon. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.